Hey guys, so here we are, 800 videos. Let's just feel that number for a moment. 800 videos. So that literally means that up until this point, for some, well, I don't know how it happened, but somehow I managed to maintain this idea of producing videos every single day for, well, it's still not really a year. It's going to be a year in a few months or something like that, I think. 1 or 2 months? 2 months? I can't remember. I'll have to go and check out video number 1 again. But, anywho, so here we are, hundreds and hundreds of videos later, and it feels pretty great, actually. I mean, it's... honestly, I don't really know what to make of it. Like, I'm seeing so much interaction from so many amazing people. People are starting to share stories from their own life, and I get a lot of encouragement and some constructive feedback and criticism as well. It's just I'm blown away. I'm gonna be honest. Honestly, I don't really know what to make of it. My coworker, he came over to my desk the other day, and he said something, Fredrik, you have to go and Google yourself. And I thought, okay, sure, I'll go into the incognito browser and I will Google myself. And I did. And apparently I am I'm the top Fredrik Christensen on Google. That was pretty cool, I have to say. I was kind of like, wow. Same thing on YouTube, apparently. I think my SEO value is probably pretty high because my last name is incorrectly, well, by Swedish standards, it's not correctly spelled. So that was pretty cool. Like, it's just a random thing that happened the other day. But anywho, I guess that if I'm to reflect a little bit on how things are going right now and what's coming up and so forth, I'd say that the thing that I've noticed so far is that there seems to be an influx of people coming from different social media sites such as Facebook and Reddit in some cases. And maybe that's why, because I was wondering a little bit about, because I have this Creator Studio app where I can kind of, I don't, honestly guys, I'm not a professional YouTuber. I probably will, well, I don't know if I'll ever be one, but for the little I understand of what's actually happening there, I don't really dig into it all that deeply. But I noticed something that was a little bit weird, because it used to be the case that my top external source for incoming traffic was from Creator Studio itself. Now, I assumed that that was just me watching my own video to make sure that the sound quality is decent, and that I am fairly on the ball with, because since all of this is live and I don't edit or anything like that, I just want to make sure that I'm not rambling or wasting your time too much, at least with what I'm saying. So it used to be the case that Creator Studios was the main source of incoming traffic from an external source. But today it is actually Google search itself. And I think that kind of ties into this thing my coworker was saying, that my name is higher on, maybe it's my name or it's just the videos. Honestly, I don't know. I have no idea what to read into that. But it doesn't really matter. To me, it's just a positive thing. And since I'm not really into, well, of course you can dream that you'll make it big someday, but I really don't care. I mean, don't get me wrong. Nobody would be happier than me if it turns out that this little hobby of mine turns into something more than that. I think that would be great, if nothing else for the experience itself. But I don't think I will ever get to a point where I will start trying to figure out how to get the most amount of people to watch my videos. Because at the end of the day, I am still kind of just riding the high of having anybody care at all. At all. Because you kind of have to remember that my mindset when I started doing this was just that, hey, one day I would like to be a teacher and teach programming to students, hopefully in maybe 20 years, something like that, 15, 20 at least. And so I thought, hey, maybe I should practice a little bit myself and make some tutorials and stuff of that nature. And then it kind of went from there. But at any rate, there seems to be things seem to still be pointing upwards, and apparently more and more people are taking an interest, which feels really, really great. And what else can I reflect on? Well, my overall confidence feels better, like when I'm talking to you like this, because you kind of, let's remember that although it might seem to you like I hope at least I come off as fairly natural when we're talking like this, but it didn't start out that way. It took a while to get to a point where I could like just talk without thinking too much. And I'm still not at the point where I'm speaking to you in the same manner as I'm speaking to my coworkers and friends. We're getting there. I still have a few mental barriers that I need to let go of before I can be 100% myself on screen, but we're gonna get there, don't worry about it. What else is there to share and reflect on? Well, I suppose that what I'm working on right now is I have a few series coming out where I'll share some international, like I've had a lot of requests for internationalization and considerations when you do things of that nature. So that's coming up, and I'm still learning Rust. And apart from that, I'm working on several different projects. I'm working on my own fun, I wouldn't even call it a startup idea. It's just a business idea that I'm working on. I'll share my journey about that. And I'm also working on, I'm reverse engineering an application and if it works the way I hope it will work, I'll make a video and show you how I did it and like what the goal was and how I could hopefully prove that with a little bit of programming knowledge you can actually, well, let's just say that I'm flirting with the legal line. It is legal technically, but we'll see how that one works out. I hope it's going to be an interesting project. And apart from that, the kids in my neighborhood have started pointing at me now. Apparently I've been walking up my street to my apartment with my phone to my face so many times now that small children are trying to communicate to me in English. And just the other day I walked by this dad and I could hear his son. He just said, "There he is," and then he pointed at me. So I'm becoming, I suppose, a local celebrity in my neighborhood. The weird guy with his phone, always talking to his phone. And a neighbor came up to me and started asking me what I'm doing. And I said, well, I'm doing this hobby thing. And he's like, oh, cool. You sound like you kind of know what you're talking about. Like you seem to be very engaged in the thing you're doing. And I kind of go, well, thank you. It's very flattering. I don't know if I would go that far, but at the very least, it's something that makes me smile. And hopefully it makes a few other people smile as well. Anywho, that's basically it. So let's see if I can make it to 900 videos. Have a great day.